I just wanted to help y'all with some winter self-care tips for your hair, for your skin, and for your mental health, for your comfort, so that you can feel better throughout the winter months in just different ways, more than one. Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Tasha, and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, welcome. Also, if you're new here and you want to get more familiar with me, make sure to go back and watch some other content. I'll make sure to leave some in my description box below that I think that you may like. As for those who've been on my channel before, you know that your girl lives in Canada, okay? One thing about Canada is that it is super duper cold majority of the year. When we get summer, it's like literally just runs right by. Like it just sprints right through. So I noticed that in my self-care collection, I have things that help me with moisture because the winter just takes a toll on me in many ways. If you live here or if you live in a cold climate, you know cold weather can take a toll on your skin, on your hair, even your mental health. For me, it takes a toll on all of those things. And I don't think one really outweighs the other. If anything, if I really had to put one that was the main thing, I would say it's my mental health, especially these days because like the cost of living, a lot of changes just really have happened around here, to be honest, over the years. That's why you hear me say like I just miss Jamaica so much, because when I would be in the more warmer climate, I just felt like I had more of a zeal to just get up and start my day and just be more productive. Here it's like you just want to just cuddle up in your blanket each day and just wait for the summer to appear back, which is not going to happen right now. It's not gonna happen right now. We are in February, which is one of the coldest months of the year. I just wanted to help y'all with some winter self-care tips for your hair, for your skin, and for your mental health, for your comfort, so that you can feel better throughout the winter months in just different ways, more than one. The first thing I want to start with is your hair. Okay, so for me, I noticed that my hair literally reacts different depending on the weather. When I was in Jamaica, I noticed that I couldn't even straighten my hair because if I did, it's just gonna puff right back out. When I'm here, I can straighten my hair and it can last because the weather is cold and the heat is not really reacting to it and making me sweat and my hair just poof out. You want to make sure that you are moisturizing your hair throughout the winter, because once you're inside, it's like the moisture will just be sucked out of it by the time you get outside. You want to use hydrating shampoos that have less chemicals in it, because the chemicals can just dry out your hair. Oh my gosh, sorry you guys, whenever I film, it's like World War III. All the nice in the world that can happen will be happening. What was I saying? I hate when I get distracted. The main reason why you want to use shampoos and conditioners that have less chemicals in it is because you don't want it to strip away the natural oils in your hair, because that's when it starts to get dry and brittle and break and just look dull. Okay, we don't want dull hair. Next thing you want to do is protect your scalp. I use castor oil daily on my scalp. It's not even something where I'm just like, oh, I have to go put castor oil in my hair now. Let me go get the castor oil. I just always have it around. If I'm just here chilling, sitting down, I have castor oil because I always have to be putting it on my lips because they get dry all the time. You know, if you live in winter weather, it's so easy for your lips to get super dry, especially my hands. The other day it was so cold and I looked at my hands. Not only did they look super dry, they felt like I was gratering it on a grater. They were just so ridiculous. So it took me a couple days to just really rub in those oils to get it back. I was so scared. I was like, am I not gonna have soft hands again? But it just really was so cold that day. And that moment when it was super cold, I didn't have any cream on me. It was just a nightmare. I didn't have cream in my car. By the time I got to cream, I noticed that not only the cream would work, but I had to wet my hands a lot and just wash it a lot and oil it. Wash it a lot and oil it. I don't know. It's like I was trying to repair it. The same thing for your scalp. It can get dried out. I used to do this thing where I would wash my hair and go outside in the cold. I don't know what I was thinking. I was in high school though, so I had no clue. Even before high school, I want to say I was even in elementary school. My wash and goes were literally wash and go. I didn't put anything in my hair to protect it. I didn't even dry it. Like, it was crazy. And you know you can catch up cold. My dad would tell me stop leaving the house with my wet hair before I catch up cold in my head. You can also use lighter oils. I use castor oil because castor oil agrees with my hair. It's just, to me, if your hair is more thin, like my mom's hair is thinner than mine, so I wouldn't go loading up her scalp with castor oil because it might be too thick for her hair. I would use castor oil also on my younger daughter's hair because she has thick hair. She has the thickest hair out of me and her sister. I think all three of us could use castor oil in our hair, especially her, because her hair is super duper thick and super duper beautiful and super duper thick. You guys seen Royal, right? If you've been on my channel, you've seen Royal. Like, she doesn't even like when I touch her hair because she is always complaining that it hurts so much because it's more coarser. But we can use like castor oils on our hair because it is thicker. But I don't mainly use it on my hair. I use it mainly on my scalp. So you just want to use a little bit. Even if you're going to use another oil, you just want to use a little bit at a time. Don't load up your hair. I don't like super amount of grease in hair because I feel like it just makes a lot of buildup. So you just want to use just a little so that it's not dry, but not so much where it's just too oily. So you're gonna want to avoid things like heat, but the right heat. Like for me, I would say you don't want to straighten your hair too much. I haven't straightened my hair and it's going on a year soon. It's over 6 months. If I make it go to May, it's like a year, so which is a record for me. But you want to stay away from using too much heat, and even if you do straighten your hair, you don't want to straighten it too often, and you also don't want to use it on the highest, on like super high heat. I used to like straighten my hair and then say I go in the shower and it got wet, I'm going to straighten it again like the next day and like the next day. No, like that is crazy work. You also want to use heat protectant if you do that, and you also want to use good heat. So if I use heat, I'm gonna steam my hair with some deep conditioning in it. The other day I used the steamer. What did I put in it? I steamed my hair with a steamer, and I only had a face steamer and I used that. I didn't have a hair steamer. I seen somebody use a steamer and I was like, let me try it, and it worked wonders on my hair. And I think I put like I think I put oils in it as well, but not too much, and like some of my moisturizing cream. But the steam really helped my hair, but that's like a good steam. Using a flat iron and a heating comb is totally different. So I steamed my hair so that it can get the moisture more in there, because water especially, it helps your hair be moisturized more. To me, I wouldn't just like use moisturizing cream and also not use water. I need to use both of them so that it can moisturize properly, you know, if that makes sense. Hydration, you're gonna want to drink a lot of water. So the better you treat your body internally and just drink up your water and have your vitamins, the more it will flourish out of you. It's like you're like a plant or something. You want to feed yourself water so that what is in you will just flourish out better. You want to avoid overwashing your hair. You don't want to be washing your hair like constantly all the time, because when you wash, you're stripping your hair away of oils. I wash my hair now every week. When I tell you, I used to wash my hair like probably sometimes every day or every other day. I was doing some crazy work on my hair. Like, you guys, when I say it's been a journey, it's been a journey. Or sometimes even longer if I realize that it's okay. Like, when did I wash this? I washed my hair probably 2-3 days ago. But I notice now that I've been paying more attention to my hair, it doesn't get as much buildup and it doesn't get as much dryness and flakes and dandruff and all that. So I think it had a lot to do with like the moisture cream that I put in my hair, because my hair was just getting too dry, so it would just create a lot of buildup in it. You don't want to wash your hair too much because it will definitely strip it away. I've been there, I've done it, so I'm telling you, don't do it. Okay, so now when it comes to your skin, I feel like I already talked about my skin a lot. The winter can really strip away and make your skin very dry, especially when it hits those negative double digits. crazy. Those double digits, I don't even want to bother to be outside. Your skin could even feel itchy, and it can feel like it's burning to a certain point. Like, that's how cold Canada is. If you've never been to Canada, don't even try coming in February. I wouldn't advise it. Why would you do that to yourself? You're gonna want to use thicker moisturizing cream. Nivea, I noticed, has a lot of good moisturizing cream, especially the one in the blue tin. I have that somewhere in a hygiene video where I've picked up Nivea's moisturizing cream. So if you want to check out some of my hygiene content, you'll see where I've been hygiene shopping and I picked up creams that work really well with my skin. So you just want to use a more thicker base cream, and then you'll also see on the bottles where it will say like 48-hour protection, 48-hour moisture, 24-hour moisture, and Aveeno. Royal, my little one, has very sensitive skin, and the Vino works well with her. And because she goes to school and she's outside with recess, this girl loves outdoors, okay? So I have to make sure that her skin is well moisturized. You also want to keep your lips moisturized. For me, I use castor oil. Castor oil is my favorite oil, if you haven't noticed by now. For your hands, I wash my hands all the time, but I always make sure that I keep lotions in my car, in my bag, in my pockets. Even right now, I have my lip gloss. Like, I always have something around me to keep my hands, my lips moisturized. You want to just make sure you have those things and just available to you, because like what I experienced the other day with my dry hands, it just felt very uncomfortable. So I try my best to just keep those things around me, and I also keep them in my kids' school bags, even just little travel size ones. For clothing, so in the winter time, you won't really catch me wearing jeans. If you do, it's because I just feel like wearing jeans in that moment, but it is not good on my skin, especially when it's really cold. I would wear things like track suits and just stuff like these that are a bit more warmer and just make your skin just feel a little bit more comfortable. Even tights, I can't wear that outside a lot when it's really cold because my skin will feel like it's burning. So you want to wear things like long johns and layers of clothes, a lot of fleecy type cotton sweater type materials, so that your skin doesn't get dry as much. These just keep my skin feeling even more moisturized. You also want to wear things like indoor slippers. I don't walk around without my slippers because my foot can't take the coldness on the ground. So you want to have things like your hats, your gloves, your scarves, especially your scarf. You don't want to be going outside and catching up a cough out there with just the bad temperatures. Sometimes I go pick up my daughter from school and I'm just like, yo, why didn't I bring a scarf? Because it's just going down in my throat when I breathe, and then I end up having a cough later. So a scarf to me is more important than you may think. It's like having an umbrella when it's raining. Your scarf and your hat for your ears, them, like, you need those, and long johns, and just layers of comfy clothing, and socks. I can't sleep in socks, but in the daytime, I need my socks on. It's just like a must. One of the main things I notice about winter is that when you're inside, you want to be comfortable. Invested in things like blankets and journals. I like to just be cozy with my blanket and my journal and my hot chocolate. Yeah, investing in hot chocolate, major. It really does help. When I came back from Jamaica, if I show you how much hot chocolate I had, because I really was having this thing with hot chocolate out there, because I was drinking them every day, even though it's probably not the most healthiest thing, but that was just my one thing that I was doing that, you know, it probably wasn't the healthiest, but I just really liked it. And because it's just really cold out here, so having some nice hot cocoa is just comforting. Even getting some journals and a lot of these things like your journals and your blankets, you can get those from Winners, from Marshalls. Those are my main two stores where I buy my journals, because they just be really cheaper in Marshalls. So just know your girl shops at like every Marshalls, and I buy my journals that they usually price range even from like $5 if they're on clearance, or like $9.99. But me and my older daughter, we journal a lot. She writes a lot of stories, so I have to buy her journals. She just loves to write. You're gonna want things like even soft lighting and lamps that just make you feel more cozy. Just all of those things put together, I feel like they really do help with even my mental health. Some days where I'm just feeling, you know, just a bit down, even with just the weather and not having, you know, a lot of money to go do the things that I would love to do, since Canada is just trying to destroy us with all these tariffs and all these, just everything costing $1 billion. I bought 2 cinnamon buns yesterday for $15. You guys, 15, 14 something. I bought extra frosting, but still for two. So sometimes you just want to stay in and just be cozy under the fireplace and have your journal and your warm blanket and a nice movie to watch. I watch a lot of Pop the Balloon. So on Wednesdays, that's my thing, to just have my blanket, have my hot chocolate or some good cozy food and just be comfortable and just watch my Pop the Balloon. Just finding little things like that to just cheer you up, they do really make a big difference. I'm a person, I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of people that I talk to. So it's important for me to do things or just have things like that just to make me feel like I exist or that I'm here, or just feel like I can get through the winter months nicely. You're also going to want things like bath essentials. I have showers in my house, so I don't really get to use like bath bombs and stuff, but you can get shower steamers. I have a video, I'll leave it in my description, how you can use a shower steamer, because to some people it may be like, oh, what is a shower steamer? You can also get those at places like Marshall's. You could also get books. I find recommendations off like Facebook. Having a nice book to read is very soothing and comforting in the winter months. It's like one of the best times to read. But yeah, that is it for my video, guys. I really hope that it was helpful and it could also help you out throughout the crazy winter month seasons, like how it's been helping me out. I'm here in Canada, so I try to make the best of it as much as I can, and just having those things and just taking care of myself during those months is just very important. Let me know, what do you do throughout the winter months that help you, whether it's skincare for your health or mental health, for your hair? Like, what are some things that you may want to let your girl know that can help me out throughout the winter months? You can let me know that in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.